So this is one of many custom denim shops here in Nepal. Since the cost of importing products here is insanely expensive, they have many shops like this in various fields that specialize in making custom things, which ends up being much cheaper than you ever would have thought. The price of making a custom pair of denim pants ranges at about 2,000 Nepalese rupees, which is about $15 US. Did you hear that? $15. Now take that $125 polar pants. Get out of here, man. I know you might be skeptical about the denim here, but it actually felt pretty good. They have many different types of materials in here, even ones for making button-up shirts, which we'll talk about later. The main reason I went here was to see how they make the pants. My friend from Nepal wanted to get a pair made, so I went with him to see how the process works.
It's funny, like, it doesn't seem that precise at all, but like, I'm pretty sure they know exactly what they're doing. They have a freaking material shop where they just get all this shit done every day. They do this for a living, so they know what they're doing.
Like this is the length.
So that's the waist,
hip, thigh,
and then hip, thigh, and then the bottom. That's the bottom one. Okay. And what is this over here?
That's pocket.
That's the pocket.
Design.
So you can make like the pockets more deep and more mellow. Okay.
Instead of measuring everything like we were doing here, you could basically just walk in there with your favorite pants, which in my case is these Polar 93s, and just tell them to make an identical pair. That would honestly probably be the easiest way to do it, but I ended up taking a different approach to it. So I've had these ones for about 2.5 years, and I know they're looking pretty thrashed. I didn't want to just chuck mine since I paid so much for them, so I thought I might as well take advantage of being here and seeing if I could somehow make them last a bit longer. They couldn't do too much, but they helped re-sew the bottoms up a bit, which was nice.
So like they told me like if I fold them up, they're not gonna have like a good shape. Extended the longevity of these pants. Honestly, for like barely any money, like fix these pretty good. Gonna have some more life in the pants, man, and save the environment from making more denim. But I think I'm gonna go back and like maybe get a shirt made. I can't wait to see how the pants are gonna turn out with like his measurements.
I didn't really need it, but I wanted to see what a custom button-up shirt would look like, so I ended up getting one made for a mere $8. I pretty much just gave him one of my other shirts and told him to tweak a couple of the measurements. Pretty hyped on how it turned out. I also got them to sew up my other pants and crop one of my existing button-up shirts, which we'll see here. Getting my clothes resized and fixed up a bit was pennies, so I was stoked.
I mean, obviously, as you guys can probably see, these pants are pretty beat. These polar pants are expensive, so it's nice to just get them prepared so I'll be able to skate in them for a bit more before I have to like spend money to get a new pair. Clothes and like getting custom made clothes here is so cheap. That doesn't mean that you have to switch out all your old stuff to get new clothes just because it's all cheap, you know? I mean, say what you want about this shirt. It's a little bit crusty, perhaps some would say, but got it for €2. Got some of the bottom taken off so I don't have to put it in my pants every time I wear it. So now it's like a good length. Bob's your uncle, basically. I did get a custom one made. Let me just say, it's definitely not the best material that I chose, but it had a sick pattern, so I thought I might as well try it. If you're ever in a place like Nepal or somewhere else in Southeast Asia, I'd highly recommend you try to get some custom things made, or if you want to be better for the environment, then try to get some of your old stuff fixed. Maybe you want to add a couple flares to something or whatever, like just try to see if it's possible to get made. You're making your stuff last longer, and it's cheaper too. Stoked on all the repairs. I got these pants repaired as well. Had a classic, hole that comes from skating and denim pants down here. Got that all fixed up, so don't have to deal with that for a little bit. I'd say if you're making a pair of pants from scratch and giving them measurements, then try to make it a couple sizes bigger because it's easier for them to taper it down than make the pants wider. That's probably the only thing I have to say about pants.
I think the moral of this video here is actually something that a person very close to me taught me within the recent years. even though things are super cheap and it would make a lot of sense for you to buy that product or whatever, you don't always need it just because it's cheap, even though it might seem like that. I'm very happy to have learned this, and I feel like it's definitely helped my consumer brain a lot, because if I would have went here to Nepal a couple years ago, I probably would have bought a bunch of new pants and switched out all of my current ones. I think that's just an important message, is that even though products are cheap, it doesn't mean that you absolutely should go out and buy them, you know? You could still get your old things repaired. Give them a new life, and you'll end up being super hyped on them. I don't know. I guess that's just my tea to it. Hope you guys are having a great day. See you guys in the next video.